Hey, what is up everybody? Karios TCG here, and today we have something really special. So we just got some cards from a, a individual known as FatherCards. So for those of you who don't know, he's like a vendor that that likes to do bids on Pokemon cards, vintage cards starting for $1. And this is his card. The QR codes are in the video. If you take a minute to pause the video and scan the QR code, you can follow him on Instagram and you can follow him on whatnot. If you do this and you look and you watch his streams, just let him know that Kairos TCG sent you. Also on Instagram, if you follow him, you will get information as to when he streams. Usually, sometimes he streams on Saturdays, but sometimes he is known to alternate between times. So, now, I'm gonna move this aside. So, he has sent me a few cards for vintage, as I remember I told him on Instagram that I have started a vintage collection. So, without further ado, we are going to show off the cards that he sent me. The cards that are inside these I will do after this. So we have an Oddish from Rocket, a base set Vulpix. Look at how adorable this is for Vulpix. A Abra from base, a Dark Machamp. As a kid, I never understood why certain Pokemon had the word dark or light next to them. And then later on in the years, there was shining cards, which were shiny Pokemon, but as a young kid, I never really understood why that was. Ooh, we have a Misty Seal. That is adorable. Look at the little seal sticking his tongue out. And you can tell because it has Misty's face and the badge, which is... I low-key forgot the name of her badge. And we have a first edition Kingler from Fossil. You can tell the set by the little indicator right here as my finger is pointing at it. You can tell from right there. I will also leave the description. I will leave the link of FatherCards' Instagram and his whatnot in the description below if one is unable to scan the QR code from that angle, in which I apologize. Then we have a Dark Muck from Team Rocket. And we have a Dark Dragonair. And it would have laughed if another card... This was actually one of my chase cards for Dark Dragonair. It would be a holo. But just to have this regular... It's still a dream come true. And I love that there's crystals surrounding the Dragonair. That makes it beautiful art. Sometimes you just gotta appreciate the classic art. Sometimes you just take the time to appreciate the old school art. And we have a Dugong. So we have a Misty Seal. And now we have a Dugong. So now we can have an evolution set of sorts from base set. And then we have... I would have been uberly surprised if this was the banned version. So this is the English Grimer from Team Rocket. Now, for those of you, I guess for a lot of people who are new to collecting and don't know, there's the Japanese variant of this card that shows Grimer staring up the woman's skirt, which was registered as banned. So when this card came to the West, they changed the art so it shows that Grimer is staring right back at you. So now that we gotten these out of the way, let us now focus on the cards that are inside here. I will be taking them out after the video, but just for the sake of the time, I'm going to be showing them off like this. So the first is a Yanma Hollow. I remember telling FatherCards this was a chase card of mine that I really wanted, and I'm really glad he gave it. And I really like these little things that he put them in so they feel safe. Oh man, this is amazing. And also Yanma is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. In terms of bug types, it's one of my favorites. So we're gonna put you right here. Next, we have a Cyndaquil. Please, also, I do apologize. Some of these sets I'm not 100% well versed in. I'm not 100%, when it comes to the old sets. I just recently started my collection for vintage, so I'm learning as I go along. So you can see the e-reader symbol right there. I do love Cyndaquil. I really do love this art. I originally, whenever I see this, it's like, wait, where's this little fire in the background? And it notices like it must charge up its energy and then expel the fire and under. So we're gonna put you there. Next, we have a Hypno Hollow from Fossil. Just bear in mind, for those people who collect Pokemon cards, sometimes getting a first edition holo is really hard. Sometimes just getting a holo card in an old school set is good enough. Sometimes you gotta take it how you like it, and I really am enjoying this Hypno from Fossil. Sorry, it's holo and it's really nice. I remember all the episodes in the anime about Hypno. And here we go. We got a good one. We got a banger. Well, they're all bangers, actually. A Lapras Hollow from Fossil. That is crazy. A Lapras from... That is crazy. That is really nice. And it's funny because in my binder, I have a regular non-hollow Lapras from Fossil. Then we have a Muck Hollow from Fossil. So you're going to start to see a bit of a running pattern here. Muck from Fossil. This is a hollow. This is a hollow Muck. You can see like the little stars. If you can look really closely, you can see like the stars there. I don't think these Fossil and stuff like that are able to get like the swirls. I think that's in later sets. And then we have a Brock trainer card. That is really something. A Brock trainer card, hollow. That is crazy. And then the last card. We have a Rocket Sneak Attack. Look at your opponent's hand. If he or she has any trainer cards, choose one of them. Your opponent shuffles that card into his or her deck. So it's actually good to get rid of possible trainers that could pose a threat. And yeah, I recently started trying out the Pokemon TCG. So there you have it. These are all the cards that was given to me by FatherCards. I'm going to show this again. I will also leave the link to both his Instagram and his whatnot in the description below. Or if this will, I will put his link to both anyway, regardless. So I would say big thanks to FatherCards for sending me these cards. And these cards will be a part, him sending me cards from his repertoire will be a part of my collection. And I thank him a million millionfold. Again, if you do tune in to his streams, if you do follow him on Instagram, just tell him that Kairos TCG sent you his way, and he does have really fair prices for cards if you are a card collector. If you are a veteran, I would say if you are a veteran card collector, or if you're just starting to collect vintage, I would highly recommend looking at his streams. Even if you're not buying cards from him, I would strongly recommend looking at his streams. I highly recommend it. He's a really good person, and I guess I really like his card. It looks really good. You know, I might try to get myself a business card like this myself. So like it would be uh Instagram on once, so it'd be like Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So it would like a QR code for all three. That's something for the future, right? So in that case, thank you all for watching. I know it's pretty late right now, but I really wanted to get this video out of the way because I'm happy that FatherCards sent me cards. I am very happy. Big thanks to him, and I hope that in the future this can happen again. If he feels like it, if he does, that's fine. If not, then we can work something out between myself and him. And with that being said, if you like videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please check out FatherCards on his Instagram and his whatnot. The link, both links, one link to his Instagram and a link to his whatnot page will be in the description below. So with that being said, have a good night, take care of yourself, and have a blessed weekend. Peace.